Hi, everybody. I assume you made it through our hot Saturday. Hope you were able to stay cool. Some people enjoy the hot weather. I was out playing golf this afternoon, drinking tons of water and getting good and sweaty. Anyway, here are the reports on the left side of the screen. And I think this was the hottest spot in the state. The final report hasn't quite come out yet. It's 7:17 in the afternoons or evening. So these aren't the official highs, but it looks like these will be the numbers. The Dow's 105 degrees. Eugene hit 100. Remember last week when we started talking about this weekend, my graphic was temperatures mid 90s to possibly nearing 100 in the valley. Well, Eugene hit 100 degrees. So that was definitely a good forecast. Salem 98, Hillsboro 97. Looks like the final number is going to be 96 in Portland. There's at least a chance that'll get changed to 97. Again, you never know when the final report comes out. Vancouver 95. Other numbers, it was 91 up in Kelso, Longview. It was mid 90s out in Hood River today. The coast was generally 60s and 70s. And remember also last Thursday, we talked about the fact that this Friday, Saturday, and tomorrow, we're going to be pretty close to the numbers we saw last week. Remember, last week the hottest temperature was 98. So again, pretty good call of how hot this air mass has turned out to be. And it certainly still looks or appears that today is going to be the hottest of the bunch. We were at 93 yesterday on Friday. And I think we're probably, well, I can't guarantee it, but I like our chances of just getting up to 90 or 91 tomorrow on Sunday. And then we'll be cooling down significantly on Monday. And I'll get to that in a moment. Well, with yesterday and today, the total for 90-degree plus days this spring slash summer season is now stands at 11 days. So these are all of the 90-degree days we had going back into May. The hottest of the bunch was over the July 4th weekend, July 5th, when it hit 98 degrees. And then today tied for the second hottest day with July 4th at 96, assuming that doesn't get updated on the final report and changed to 97. But there we are. Now, keep in mind, when I gave my summer outlook, I talked about 20 to 24 days was my projection of how many we would have. Well, we're already up to 11. We may become 12 tomorrow. There's at least a chance there's going to be a 90-degree day or two next week. Some models say no, and I'll have my 7-day in a moment. But I don't see a ton more days this month. So it's going to depend on how crazy hot August becomes or not. But I certainly still like us getting up to 20 and as many as 24. So we're going to hold that forecast in place. The average since 2000 here in Portland is now 16 90-degree days every season. Of course, the most 31 back in 2018. And we had 29 just last year. Okay. Hey, I mentioned the coast had temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We had some sun at the coast today. This is as of about 10 minutes ago when I grabbed these images. The Channel House down in the camera in Depot Bay. I love that spot of the Central Coast of Lincoln County, showing the fog has definitely moved in. Again, that's right along 101, the camera looking up to the north. And let me take a look. It's kind of mostly sunny out right now. You can see some high cloudiness from the Camas Meadows golf course camera. And most of our cameras are showing we've lost our perfectly clear sky, but still it's sunny. And it's certainly a warm evening out there. So here's the setup. Here's what's going on. The reason that we were so hot, and I talked about this a lot last week, the center of the hot air that's been over Texas for a month plus and then moved into Arizona and up into parts of California and Nevada. That high, you can see the center of it there over Nevada and California, migrated back to the west and pushed just slightly up to the north. Now, if you look at this map and you find us, Oregon, 588 contour over us, that's a 594 enclosed contour circle of pressure, if you will, around that high. That's a strong high. We're on the northern periphery of that. And you can see a low offshore. And if you look carefully, I'm staring carefully right now myself, you can see a little bit of cloudiness in the flow pattern. It's offshore, it's pushed in. That's the wispy high clouds that we're getting right now. Certainly tomorrow will not be as hot. And then this trough, the low that you see offshore, is actually going to send us a definite cool down, it looks like, on Monday. So let's go ahead and jump to Monday's map. This is the European model. And if you look at the numbers of pressure, again, today we were feeding off that 594 high. We were 589, 590 pressure height. I think that's the highest pressure hike that we've had so far this summer. That's important because that produces compressive heating. Um, so this is Monday morning. Monday morning, we are 576, 577. So much lower on the pressure heights. That's a sign of cooler weather. And also around 576 millibars, that's low enough that there could at least be some traces of moisture coming in Monday morning with the cool push of low clouds and marine air. Now, if you see my black dash line and you see the colors, this is a 500 millibar, 18,000 foot flow level pattern. And those bright colors around my dash line, the yellows and the reds, that's what we call positive vorticity. That's little bits of energy, little disturbance in the upper atmosphere that comes swinging in. Overnight Sunday, it's already pushing through us by 5 in the morning, which is when this map is actually. So there's definitely a chance that some areas get a trace of moisture, a little bit of wetness when we wake up Monday morning. And certainly this is a west flow that's going to cool us down. I've got 78 degrees for my high temperature on Monday. So that's what, 18 degrees colder than today. That's pretty good cool off. But it's not going to last very long. We will be quickly warming back up, it looks like. And with that said, let me jump you to my 7-day forecast. So still think we have a chance to hit 90 tomorrow. I mean, that would be 6 degrees cooler than today. Monday, clouds to sun. Could be a trace of rain in the morning, 78 degrees, kind of clouds to partly cloudy skies, I think. And then we've got several days of sunny skies. There could be some early clouds Tuesday, but certainly we're back up into the 80s. Now, I'm taking the cooler route on my 7-day, which is the European model. Some of the American models, for example, go 91 on Wednesday. I'm going 88. Go 90 on Thursday. I'm going 87. Go 89 Friday. I'm going 85. There's actually a second little push. It's much weaker than the push we're getting Monday, but there's a little push on the European model that comes in Friday. So that potentially would give us some morning clouds, some afternoon sun, and maybe be cooler than 85. And then right now it looks like we will be warming back up to 87 on Saturday and maybe mid 80s to low 80s on Sunday. There was a time about 3 days ago that next weekend looked like we are going to make a run back up into the 90s, but I will tell you the weather models have taken that away and backed off on that. So overall, is it warm? Yes, but not crazy hot. And the fact that I only have one 78-degree day on this forecast, that's Monday. I was talking with somebody about this the other day in the newsroom at KGW. You know, in our summers, it's been well documented that we're now averaging 16, 90-degree days or warmer every summer. 90-degree days, getting lots of talk. They're on the rise. We also set a record summer or two ago for the most 80-degree days. And this 7 days, a reminder that what's disappearing from our summers largely are days in the 70s, and that's why not having AC is becoming more of an uncomfortable difficulty, because if you don't have AC, you want it to be in the 70s or no better than 80. And we're just not seeing that many days stay below 80 any longer. And I don't project we'll have very many more the rest of the summer. So that's your forecast. Again, going to be mostly sunny and back up to about 90 tomorrow, but you'll notice it not being as hot. And then we have that cool down on Monday. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. I rely heavily on my weather site that I own and operate. That's portlandweather.com. And with that, I say thank you.